Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about one of the most important parts of the Azurtane Heist event in State of Survival, the battlefield items. Many players focus only on fighting, but these special skills can completely change the outcome of the match. Using the right item in the right moment can help your team earn more points, defend important locations and even steal victory in the final minutes. In this video I will explain what every available item does, when you should use it and which player benefits from it the most. Let's get started. The very first item is Forward Gas Field. This item creates a new gas field near your fortress for 2 minutes. It has a cooldown of 3 minutes and using it also gives you 400 event points. This is probably one of the strongest strategic items in the entire event. Normally, players need to travel across the map to collect gas. By creating your own gas field, you reduce travel time and give your alliance or team another resource to control. This item works especially well if your team already controls the nearby area. Instead of sending players far away, everyone can quickly gather gas close to home. It is also a great way to recover after losing control of the center of the map. Even if the enemy dominates in the middle, your team can continue collecting gas safely. Don't waste this item immediately at the beginning of the battle. Try to use it when your current gas fields are almost empty or when your team needs an additional source of resources. The second item is Rapid Assault. This increases your march speed by 25% for 20 seconds. The cooldown is also 3 minutes and using it grants 250 points. At first glance, this might not look very powerful, but experienced players know that movement wins the games. Faster marches allow you to reach gas fields before your opponents. You can reinforce teammates faster, you can escape dangerous fights, and you can quickly rotate between objectives. Rapid Assault becomes especially valuable during the final minutes of the match, when every second matters. So if your team calls for everyone to attack to one location, activating this skill before marching can make the difference between winning and arriving too late. I recommend saving this item for important rotations instead of using it on cooldown. Next we have the Extraction Overdrive. This increases the gathering efficiency of a new occupied gas fields by 25% for 30 seconds. It cannot stack and only affects one gas field at a time. Using it also gives 350 points. This is a pure economy item. It doesn't make your troops stronger, it doesn't increase march speed. Instead, it allows your team to collect more gas in less time. The best moment to activate this skill is immediately after your alliance captures a valuable gas field. Because the effect only lasts 30 seconds, timing is extremely important. If the field is about to be lost, don't waste this item. Instead, wait until your team has secured control and can safely gather the extra resources. Players who focus on gathering rather than constant fighting will get the most value from this skill. Now let's look at the Total Revive. This item instantly revives all your marches. Using it grants the highest number of points among these items, with 500 points. This is an emergency button. If several of your marches has been defeated, you can immediately return to the battlefield instead of waiting. This is incredibly useful during large team fights. Imagine your team is attacking the central area, but your troops are eliminated. Without this item, you spend valuable time recovering. With Total Revive, you are back in action almost instantly. I strongly recommend not using this skill too early. Save it for critical moments, especially near the end of the battle when every march can decide the final score. Good timing makes this item much stronger than simply using it as soon as it becomes available. Finally, we have Velocity Beacon. This item increases the minecart speed by 0.15 meters per second for 10 seconds. The effect can stack up to 15 times. The cooldown is also 3 minutes and using it grants 300 points. This is one of the most interesting support items in Azurtane Heist. Instead of directly helping your troops, it improves the movement speed of the minecart. That means resources reach their destination faster, allowing your alliance to score more efficiently. Because the effect stacks, multiple players can coordinate their velocity beacons to create a much faster minecart. And this makes teamwork extremely important. One player using this skill is helpful, right? Several players using it together can create a huge advantage. So if your team communicates well, try to activate this skill during important delivers rather than randomly throughout the match. The faster your minecart moves, the less opportunity the enemy has to interrupt or delay your resource transport. So which item is the best? And this is no single correct answer. If your role is gathering resources, forward gas field and extraction overdrive provide excellent value. If you spend most of the battle moving around the map, rapid assault gives you better mobility. If you are one of the Alliance's strongest fighters, total revive can completely change an important battle. And if your team focuses on efficient resource delivery, velocity beacon becomes incredibly valuable, especially when several teammates coordinate their activations. The most important lesson is this: don't use these items just because they are available. Every item has a 3-minute cooldown, so every activation should have a purpose. Think about what your alliance or your team needs at exact moment. Do you need more gas? Do you need faster movement? Do you need stronger resource collection? Or you need to return to battle immediately? Players who answer these questions correctly will always contribute more than players who simply press every button as soon as it lights up. I hope this guide helps you understand how every Azurtane Heist battlefield item works and when to use each one. If you learned something new, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more State of Survival guides, event tips and strategy videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.